Predators, no matter their stripes, cause immense pain and suffering to their victims, and they absolutely belong in a world of hurt themselves. That's why witnessing them facing the consequences brings an overwhelming sense of relief and justice. Here are 5 cases in which predators were caught in the act. Number 5. Florida man arrested for stalking of a 6-year-old child. In a quiet suburban neighborhood in Volusia County, there's some real drama going down, and it's all caught on a cop's body cam. All eyes are on this guy named Mark Greenberg, whose behavior has gone from weird to straight up creepy over the last 8 months. This dude, notorious for freaking everyone out, has the whole neighborhood on edge. His actions include yelling at neighbors and their children through a megaphone and recording children on his phone as he drives past their homes. A pretty unsettling incident just happened in the neighborhood that's got everyone even more on edge. Greenberg is reported to have made inappropriate comments to a 6-year-old girl.
With the kid, his daughter who's 6 years old was crossing the street, and Mark Greenberg came out and was like, "I'm going to turn you into a woman, I'm going to take you to Disney World, I'm going to make you famous."
He was talking about taking her to Disney World and making her famous. I mean, who says that to a little kid? And to top it off, he also told some other kids to be quiet and come to him.
Yesterday, he was telling the kids to be quiet and come to him.
The situation just got even more disturbing when they dug deeper into it. They found out that Greenberg was parked outside the little girl's grandmother's house in a different neighborhood, taking photos. I mean, that's some next-level creepy stuff, and it makes it seem like he planned it out and was even stalking her. The body cam video captures the culmination of these events.
I can barely hear you. Can you speak up?
Something about I'll talk to the officer he previously spoke to tomorrow.
Deputies, having gathered enough evidence, arrive at Greenberg's residence to arrest him.
You got anything on you?
I need to make sure my door is secured, locked.
We will secure it.
I need to make sure.
He's got that kind of defiant yet resigned look on his face. And of all things, he asks for his Skechers shoes, saying his feet hurt.
Who are you? Are you the sergeant?
I am the sergeant. Go get your car.
No, I want my Skechers, please. I want my Skechers.
But the deputies are having none of it, and they toss him some flip-flops instead.
Okay. These are not shoes, these are flip-flops.
It doesn't matter. They're going to put slides on you when you get out there.
Can I please have my Skechers?
No.
I have bad feet. I have to have shoes on.
They remind him that he had a chance to talk about his side of the story just the day before, but he passed it up.
I want my shoes, please.
No, man. Listen, we played this game with you yesterday. Okay?
You don't call There's two sides to every story.
There is.
You haven't heard the other side of the story.
They make it clear that any more chit-chat or arguments about the charges should happen in the courtroom, not here and now.
You had your opportunity to tell your side of the story yesterday, and you didn't.
I stood right here, and you told us no. So, you made a piss-poor decision, now you're going to live with it.
Even when they're discussing how serious his crime is, all Greenberg seems to care about are his shoes.
Shoes, sir. Sir, you're probably of my give me, sir, please.
No.
Listen, it's those or nothing. Put them on or they're going back in the house.
You can go barefoot, that's fine.
So
The officers remind him that he's under arrest and they're not here to cater to his every need.
No, you're under arrest. You can put those on and you can walk out to the car with nothing on your feet. We're not waiters, we're deputies.
I didn't say you were waiters, sir.
We'll have your house.
Greenberg's bond is set at $5,000 for aggravated stalking,
$5,000.
a charge that reflects the severity of his actions.
Aggravated stalking.
We're not going to discuss it. That's your charge, period. You want to discuss it, that guy's called a judge. We're not judges.
Since he didn't say a word when the officers questioned him the night before, they had no choice but to go ahead with the arrest, based on the info they had.
Came to the door last night and give us some information. You failed to do it, so we had to make our decisions based upon what we had. Period. We're not arguing.
Well, I'm not going to argue it. There's two sides to every...
Greenberg tries to argue that they only know one side of the story, but the officers quickly shut him down and tell him he can tell it all in court.
And what you've heard is there one side.
Okay, so you can argue your side in court, not out here.
Then, as they're leading him to the cop car, he even throws in some random comment.
What do you think about this civil war going on?
Get in the car.
Oh, okay.
I can't help but wonder about Greenberg's intentions when he dropped that random remark. Was he trying to be all chummy with the cops and act like they're buddies or something? It's a bit puzzling, to be honest. As Greenberg is taken away, the neighborhood lets out a sigh of relief. It's the end of a long period of anxiety and fear. Parents who've been vigilant in protecting their children can finally feel a sense of closure, though the impact of Greenberg's actions lingers. Number 4. Entitled creep won't leave girl alone. On a sunny afternoon, a quiet neighborhood becomes the backdrop for a disturbing encounter. A young man, seemingly in his 20s, is found lingering outside a residence. His intentions unclear, but his persistence evident. The scene unfolds as local law enforcement arrives, responding to a complaint about this individual allegedly stalking a woman. The officers approach cautiously, assessing the situation. They find the young man adamant about speaking to a young woman who, as it turns out, is the daughter of the homeowner. Visibly distressed, the mother watches from a distance, concerned for her daughter's safety.
Apparently, he was talking to my child.
Your daughter lives here?
Yes.
With you?
Yes.
You all live together?
Right.
Does he stay here?
No, he's...
As the officers engage with the young man, it's pretty obvious nobody wants him around. He's all about talking to the daughter, thinking he has every right to be there.
You don't know me.
Hello.
I just like your daughter. I'm trying to talk to you.
Ma'am, can you let me talk to him for a second, please? Do you want to step over here and talk?
Instead of being cool about it, he starts getting loud and angry at the mom. One of the officers steps in, but he won't listen.
So where we at now is she don't want you here.
To your daughter. That's it.
Hello. I'm trying to speak to you.
That's cool. I don't gotta talk to you. I'm trying to talk to her.
He's dead set on sticking around, even though the cops are telling him to leave.
You gotta leave though.
Why do I gotta?
Cause she don't want you here.
Yeah, but I want to be here.
Okay.
The situation escalates when the officers inform him that he's trespassing.
Trespassing because you're on her property. She doesn't want you here.
I'm not. This is. So let me stand over here. Then.
You have no other reason to be in this complex.
Undeterred, the young man argues about his rights, citing his understanding of the law.
I just told you my reason.
Okay, and I'm telling you that by law, she don't want you
That's
here.
not- I
The
already
daughter's
know
not
the
answering
law.
the phone. Okay.
That's y'all statutes
So-
and codes.
He stands his ground, refusing to leave.
You once, and now I'm telling you, the third time I'm gonna put my hands on you and I'm gonna
Put my
physically
hands for
remove
what?
you from the property. So you walk away and you get in your car, or this is gonna turn into something that it does.
His demeanor shifting from pleading to confrontational.
This car's right there.
Okay, get in your car and leave.
Why are you putting?
Are you tensing on
I
me?
just explained everything to you. I told you to leave, or we're gonna
I
put
don't
our hands
have
on
to
you,
leave,
and
though.
you do have to leave.
Why do I have
I
to?
explained that
What's
to
the
you.
law?
The officers try to calm things down, explaining the legal situation and making it clear that the daughter and her mom don't want him around.
Trespassing.
What,
She
no,
does
that's
not
not
want
a law
you
that
here.
I can get arrested for.
Yes, it is.
You know that.
It is a law.
You gonna sit there
So
like,
do you want to
apparently.
go to jail and find out?
I'm
Because
not
if you
going
do,
to
I will
jail.
take you. You are.
But it seems like he's not really listening and just getting more and more upset.
That's cool. You don't know what my life and what I've been going through.
That's fine.
If I want to talk to her daughter, I could come knock. And you
No,
know
you
that.
don't.
That's
When
not
we
fair.
ask you to leave, no. When
I don't
we ask
care.
you
I
to
don't
leave,
know y'all. Y'all know.
He doesn't seem bothered at all about the idea of going to jail.
Well, you will find out when you go to,
Y'all
when you go to
nobody-
jail. Move your hand.
If I go to jail, I'm not staying there. Y'all know that. So I'm not scared of y'all. What y'all talking about, bro?
That's
Y'all know I'm not going.
And he's challenging the officers, not realizing how serious his actions are.
you going to
We
jail.
black people. You gonna go home and look. You gonna look at yourself like, damn, I arrested a kid just cause he wanted to talk to a girl.
I got it.
Eventually, they have to escort him to the police car, and he's still not willing to accept what's happening.
Hey, I appreciate you, sir. Love. Now I'm just trying to talk to her daughter. That's it. That's love, though.
Moments later, the daughter steps out, her face showing a mix of fear and frustration.
Hello. What's going on?
A lot is going on. He's stalking me. He won't leave me alone. He's crazy.
She goes on to describe a series of unwanted visits and messages, painting a disturbing picture of a relentless pursuit that's left her feeling incredibly unsafe in her own home.
This isn't the first time he showed up here. I don't know how many times he showed up here when I haven't been home, okay? She's already told him on a previous occasion to leave me alone, and he doesn't listen.
She bravely reveals that this guy has been stalking and harassing her for about a month, making her life a living nightmare.
Has this been going on for?
It's been going on for about a month now.
A month?
A month now. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
You know
no
the
problem.
world we live in today? You can't
Yeah,
just,
it's crazy. Wait right here. Don't.
The girl walks up to the man, who's now sitting in the police car and delivers a stern warning: never show up again.
You can hear this. I don't want anything to do with you. Do not show up to my house again. Stop watching me and do not show up to my house again. Do you understand me?
She doesn't mince words and makes it crystal clear that she wants him out of her life.
Sitting out here hearing me say this. You're hearing me say this. They're hearing me say this. Don't show up to my house again. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You're
Okay,
crazy,
that's enough. That's
But this guy, he's still not getting it, insisting he knows the law.
The law, but you
I
don't.
know the law. It's only common law. That's it, bro.
What?
I'm not under y'all. I don't give y'all no jurisdiction, bro. I'm not under y'all.
The officers let the girl and her family know that they're issuing a written trespass warning against the man.
This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna document everything.
Yeah.
We're going to trespass warn him from here. It's a written. So when we do a written trespass warning,
They make it clear that if he ever sets foot on their property again, he could end up behind bars.
the officer come back here and they see him here at your door, he can go to jail for trespass after warning.
With a better grasp of how serious the situation is, the officers offer some advice to the daughter. They recommend keeping a record of all her interactions with the young man.
All the videos, keep them. Don't get rid of them. If he continues to text you and call you, like literally document everything.
Yeah.
And go back to the clerk. You already did it before. Just do it again.
And suggest looking into getting a restraining order, stressing how crucial legal protection can be in cases like this.
To the judge, request for a restraining order, and you could just explain to the judge that it's getting to the point where police is involved, and it shouldn't be like no problem.
They gonna give you
The officer assures her that she should call them immediately if the stalker ever shows up again.
At any time you feel in fear for your safety, callers. Like if you see him around, if you go outside, you feel somebody, like absolutely call the police. Don't stop.
The girl opens up, sharing that she's been living in fear for a while now and have been bracing herself for this moment.
I've been on edge waiting for this to happen again. That's how bad it is, because I knew it was going to happen again. I knew it.
Yeah.
When I'm at school, I have to watch my surroundings because he'll show up there.
That's even more.
She shares her anxiety about being constantly watched and followed, even at school. You can sense the tension in the air as the officers issue a written trespass warning.
You are officially being trespassed from this property. You have no reason to be here.
I just told you that's the reason.
They don't want you.
A formal notice that legally bars the man from returning to the property.
How you gonna sit there and tell me that? If I want to, I could do that. And y'all can't take me to jail. You know
If
that.
police see you on a property after
can
this
see
form
me,
has
it won't.
been completed, you will be taken to jail. So
Bro, I'm not
And well, let's just say he's not taking it too well.
going to jump from the jump. Stop lying to the people.
today is
You just lied to
September.
me, said I'm going to jail.
Today
Y'all
is
sit there and lie to people when y'all arrest them. Stop lying.
September 10th.
Stop lying.
He's boldly claiming that neither the officers nor the law can touch him.
Yeah, just take me out
If you
these
come back
cuffs so
on
I
this
can
property
leave, bro.
before September 10th,
Bro, I
2023,
just told you you don't have no
of
power
next
over
year,
me. I do what I want to.
you will
'cause
be
I control
taken to
my
jail.
life.
so
I
do
take
not
me out
come
these
back
I mean, the sheer entitlement of this guy is something else.
here.
What did I just tell you?
You understand what
You
I
don't
just
own
said?
me. I own myself.
Do you understand what I just said?
And no, I don't understand.
What
You thought you were gonna
what
take me
part
right
don't
there.
you
Nah, I'm paying
understand?
The officer's patience starts wearing thin with his attitude.
Part do you not understand?
Bro, I don't understand. That's it.
I'm about to big
You thought you was gonna get me? I don't understand. Take me out these cuffs. I don't understand.
And they make up their minds. He's going to jail.
You've been
I don't understand.
trespassed.
Take me out these cuffs now. I don't understand. Though. Take me out these cuffs.
Okay, I'm done. He's going to jail. I'm over it. I'm so done. He's going to jail.
For the daughter, this ordeal is undoubtedly a traumatic experience, and it's likely to leave a lasting impact.
Because I was terrified. I'm terrified. I live every day of my life in terror.
Her bravery in speaking out and seeking help is truly commendable. It definitely takes a lot of strength to stand up against such behavior. As for the man, he's facing charges of stalking and trespassing after being warned. Let's hope he has a chance to reflect on his actions while spending the night in jail and learns a valuable lesson from this experience. Number 3. Undercover cops outsmart child predator. On a seemingly ordinary day in La Crosse, Wisconsin, a sting operation unfolds. One that will expose the disturbing actions of a 29-year-old man, Ryan Burton. The operation begins on an anonymous social media platform, where an investigator posing as a 15-year-old girl captures Burton's attention. Burton, seemingly undeterred by the age of the supposed teenager, engages in conversation. The interaction quickly escalates as he sends explicit photos to the investigator. Despite being aware of the girl's age, he persists in his pursuit and even arranges a meetup with her. The scene shifts to the planned meeting spot. Burton shows up, thinking he's going to meet the young girl he'd been chatting with. But surprise, surprise, he's met by the La Crosse Police Department officers instead.
Good, good. My name's Detective Ross, and I'm with La Crosse Police Department. Can you take your hands out of your pockets for me?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Brian, okay.
Detective Ross steps forward to confront Burton. He maintains a professional demeanor, ensuring that Burton is unarmed.
Okay. Any weapons with you today?
No.
Okay. You just want to put your hands on top of your head. I'm just going to pat you down, make sure you got no weapons with you today.
I'm here at the police department as well, sir. See our badge?
Yes.
The whole interaction unfolds like clockwork, with Ross confirming Burton's identity and ensuring there's no immediate threat. Burton is then asked for identification.
What's your last name, Brian?
It's Ryan with an R.
Where's your ID
Ryan,
at?
I'm sorry.
In my car.
Where are your keys at? I'm gonna get your ID.
It's in my pocket here.
He directs the officers to his car.
Where's your ID at so I can confirm who you're talking about?
It's in the middle compartment of my car.
Can I go get your ID for you, please?
Keys are in this pocket?
Other pocket.
This one right here?
Yep.
Where they find his ID, confirming his identity.
This other ID, is this your relation to you?
Yes.
It's not stolen or anything?
No.
Is your...
White.
Alright.
This moment marks a turning point in the operation, as Burton's online persona collides with his real-life identity. Officer Howell steps in and does a meticulous search of Burton.
Hey Ryan, I'm Officer Howell, La Crosse Police. You have anything on you that's going to stick me or poke me, anything sharp?
No.
Can you separate your feet, please?
It's a systematic process, making sure Burton isn't carrying anything dangerous. During the search, they uncover not just one, but two IDs, one for Burton and the other for his wife.
There's two IDs, one for his wife, one for him, and wallet was in the center console, which gave me permission to get.
Okay, it's already disturbing that a creep like him is willing to have a relationship with a minor, so knowing he's married just takes this messed up situation to a whole new level of sickening. While they're escorting Burton to the police department, the officers take a moment to think about how quickly everything escalated.
I mean, you guys saw him walk up to this door? Yeah. He told me it was locked.
Was it locked? He obviously tried to get in.
In less than 3 hours, Burton went from sending a message to showing up at the meeting spot in person.
Fastest traveler investigation I've ever had.
Damn.
Sad.
He's married too.
He told me he was married. Car seat in the back seat.
It's a pretty swift turn of events. The cops go ahead and search his car. During the search, they come across a journal in his bag, filled with notes from a therapy session.
Both therapists mentioned that I had nonverbal cues that I was uncomfortable when talking about what happened. After some reflection, I think this is because I've always felt like I'm a good person, I'm kind.
They figure this could be useful for the case, so they decide to take the journal into custody.
But this has turned me into a predator, and that makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, why don't we just take that whole thing?
Okay.
In the police station, the atmosphere gets even heavier. As they help him out of the police car, he admits to having been arrested in the past.
You ever been placed under arrest before?
Yes.
No. This is the police department.
Then, they let him in on what they're investigating: crimes against children.
An investigation investigates crimes against kids.
Okay.
All right. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay, you still have no idea why you're here?
You can feel the seriousness of those allegations in the air as they go through the Miranda rights with him.
Ryan, before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask any questions, and to have him or her with you during questioning.
It's in that moment that the reality of his actions and their consequences starts to sink in.
If you are unable to hire a lawyer, you can request and receive appointment of a lawyer by the proper authority without cost or charge to you to be present and advise you before.
Burton chooses to remain silent.
This is if you want to talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me, you just tell me now. Okay?
Exercising his right not to speak.
Okay. Don't want to talk? No. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a line through there, and I'm just going to write didn't want to talk. Okay.
The charges are laid out before him, using a computer to facilitate misconduct with a child and an attempted second-degree assault on a child.
All right, one of them is the use of a computer to facilitate a child sex crime.
Okay.
And the second one is the attempted second-degree sexual assault of a child.
These charges aren't just legal terms. They signify a breach of the trust we have in society and the harm done to the innocent. Burton gets released on a signature bond, but there are some serious strings attached. He's forbidden from contacting his own biological kids and can only have supervised contact with his stepchild. Plus, his internet access, the very tool he used for this predatory behavior, is under strict control. If he's found guilty on both counts, he could be looking at up to 60 years behind bars. Living in this digital age where anonymity can embolden those with bad intentions, it's crucial to stay vigilant and aware. The case of Ryan Burton serves as a chilling reminder of the threats out there and the ongoing fight to keep our communities, especially our children, safe. Number 2. Guy denies wrongdoing in bathroom incident with young girl. In a chilling encounter captured on video, a mother's worst nightmare unfolds in a seemingly safe public space. Her young daughter, innocently browsing near the clothing racks, becomes the target of a young male employee's sinister intentions.
My daughter was apparently attempted to be pulled into the bathroom by a young man here.
Not the manager, he's a
I said a young man.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
Nearby, the mother is alerted by her son to a disturbing scene. Her daughter is being pulled towards the bathroom by the employee.
Right around the corner at the racks where the clothes were, my son came over and told me someone was trying to grab her and take her into the bathroom.
Okay.
I obviously went over there.
The mother rushes to the scene, her heart pounding with fear and anger.
And he was inside with her trying to get out of the bathroom, crying. That's another reason why I don't believe that he tried to push her out, because I saw her.
She finds her daughter in the bathroom, desperately trying to escape, tears streaming down her face. The young man is right there behind the bathroom door, an ominous presence.
I saw her in the bathroom trying to get out.
Anyway, he told me I didn't see it.
I would like you to not be around her, please.
Okay, you got your ID on you, man?
The child's father enters the scene and gets filled in on what happened.
What happened?
Yep.
You got porn in the bathroom.
What?
Somebody, kid that works there tried to pull her into the bathroom.
Is it in there?
No, hey.
His blood boils, and he tries to hunt down the guy responsible for hurting his daughter. But the police step in and stop him.
Stay here.
No. Is he in there?
I'm gonna go deal with that in a moment, okay?
Did he pull you into the
Why don't you guys go ahead? Head on home, and I'll get a hold of you.
The officer advises them to head home and assures them that he'll handle the situation. The store manager gets involved and informs the officer that the young man has quite a troubled past.
Because he had a charge in Lapeer that he was on probation for a misdemeanor, but he was never charged. They had never had enough evidence of the same thing.
He shows the officer the security footage.
What I see on the camera, I can forward it to you, is him going in the back, coming back out, then looking, and waited till they came back around.
Unfortunately, the camera angle isn't clear.
And it's right back there in the corner, so I have no clear angle on that. His name is named, you got his information.
I'll be getting it from him.
The officer decides to confront the man, who's still inside the store. The manager, who has already questioned the suspect, initially steps up to vouch for him. He claims that he was in the bathroom when the girl accidentally walked in on him. In a panic, he explains that he tried to close the door, which inadvertently hit her. After hearing the manager's side of the story, the officer turns his attention to the young man, who's visibly nervous and scared.
You got ID on you?
Yes, but can I talk to you?
I need your ID so I know who I'm talking to first.
I'm gonna go to jail, ain't I? Because everybody's gonna believe everything.
He knows he's caught, but he's trying to spin a tale to save his skin.
I was in the bathroom. Before I shut the door, I told her, because they pick a free toy, you can ask them up there. I told them that you guys can get a free toy. So go there looking at toys. I shut the door.
He goes through the same sequence of events as the manager, but adds more details.
When I was using the bathroom, the little girl walked in on me, and she made it halfway in the doorway. I freaked out and tried to slam the door, and it hit her. That's why she was crying.
He pleads his innocence, emphasizing that he's on probation for a minor assault and can't afford to go back to jail.
I can't go to jail, dude. I'm on probation.
What are you on probation for?
A misdemeanor assault. I can't.
The officer presses for more details about his misdemeanor, but all he gets are vague answers.
Misdemeanor assault for what?
I don't know.
Where do you live at?
The rescue mission. Please, I can't go to jail.
The young man expresses his fear at the thought of going to jail.
I can't survive in there.
Just wanted to give you guys some privacy.
No problem.
Tom. I can't go to jail.
He even tries to negotiate a smoke break outside, but the officer isn't having it.
I have a question. Can we step out the back door so I can at least smoke while we talk, please?
No, not right now.
The officer continues to question the suspect about his past charges.
About a year ago, over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago almost.
Okay, and what did you get in trouble for?
Assault.
The young man explains that he got into a fight with a friend.
Happened.
I got into a fight.
With who?
A friend of mine. We were at the movie theater. Him and me got in an argument after the movie, started a whole entire fight.
And assures the officer that he's never been in trouble for anything else.
The police showed up.
You ever been in trouble for anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the manager is reviewing the security footage.
It doesn't show. See, there's the little girl right there. Andrew already went to the bathroom.
The cameras, silent witnesses to the truth, show a different story. The footage reveals the young man's movements and his lurking presence near the bathroom. The video shows the girl near the bathroom, but there's no evidence that she entered willingly.
So that doesn't add up with the video camera. But he's saying, see, that's where he comes out again in there. But he doesn't go to the bathroom, see? He comes around here and started looking for us.
It becomes clear that the young man's story doesn't hold up.
I'm in the office. Heather's right there. Crystal's right there. And see, he's looking for the little girl right now. He just saw the little girl walk back over there.
It contradicts his version of events, aligning more with the mother's frantic account.
The little boy, see? Now he's walking that way. So her story adds up more than his. So I will, when I get...
The police press on with their interrogation, but the young man's story is unraveling fast.
Hey, pick your stuff up. Please, can I talk to you first?
I already talked to you.
Okay, hold up.
Your story doesn't add up.
I'm telling you, I swear to God.
His claims don't match up with what the girl, her brother, and the mother have said.
I was in the bathroom. See, the reason why she was crying, she hit her head. I swear to God, I wouldn't lie, please.
Well,
I swear to God.
I got a problem with your statement because I got the little girl saying you grabbed her by the shoulder.
To make matters worse for him, the security footage only adds to the growing pile of evidence against him.
I got the brother who said you grabbed her by the shoulder, and the mom says she was trying to get out of the bathroom and had to pull away from somebody to get out.
The young man's defense mechanism kicks into high gear, and he offers to reenact the bathroom scene.
So I'm sitting on the toilet. Open the door real quick. Just open it. She opens the door and walks right there. I hurry up and get up and try to pull my pants up.
He insists that the little girl walked in on him while he was on the toilet.
Like I said, then the little boy came around the corner, and when I tried to push her out, the door got stuck with my foot. It kept pushing, so I'm trying to pull my pants up and push her out.
According to his account, when he tried to push her out, she accidentally hit her head, which explains her crying.
And that's when she hit her head right there. That's when she started crying, and the little boy saw me put my hands on her shoulder, because I put my hands on her shoulder to stop her from coming in fully, and that's when I pushed her out.
He desperately begs the officer to believe him.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I swear to God, please.
Go ahead and get off the phone.
You taking me to jail?
Yeah.
Please, please.
Get off the phone.
But despite his heartfelt pleas and protests, the police make the tough call to arrest him.
Please, I swear. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back right now.
As he's put in handcuffs, the officers tell him that the security cameras seem to align more with the little girl's story than his version.
Did the camera show me doing anything?
The cameras back up more what the little girl said than what you said.
He cries for sympathy from the store manager, but by this point, there's nothing anyone can do. The evidence is just too strong. The testimony's too compelling.
Tom! Tom! I swear I didn't! No, Tom!
The man breaks the news that he's no longer welcome at the shelter where he was staying.
Here's the situation we're under. We're going to ask you to leave the shelter. Even if you do get bailed out, I will have your stuff. Do you want me to call Jennifer and have her come pick up your stuff? You cannot stay at our shelter. You're no longer welcome.
He pleads with the manager and the police, insisting on his innocence, but his words fall on deaf ears.
I swear I didn't, Tom!
That's up to...
I swear to God!
That's someone else besides me to decide.
I swear to God, Tom!
Emotions run high as the officer escorts him out of the store.
I swear to God I didn't do nothing!
His backpack's still back there.
I swear to God!
I figured.
His once uncertain future now appears bleak.
I swear to God I didn't do nothing!
As we dug deeper into this young man's case, we uncovered something disturbing. This wasn't his first time. The cinema incident wasn't just a simple fight. It was another assault on a young girl. Shockingly, despite the truth of the harm he was causing, he received sympathy for his actions, leaving his victims to endure physical, psychological, stressful, and traumatic challenges. It's hard to believe that it was only a misdemeanor charge just a year ago. Well, this time, his crimes have finally caught up to him. He's facing several charges, including attempted kidnapping. Justice has been served. Number 1. Man obsessed with woman arrested for breaking into her home. On a quiet afternoon in March, the deputy responded to a disturbance call. A man now finds himself handcuffed in the back of a police cruiser, his truck towed away. For 7 years, he and a woman shared a close relationship. But as time passed, their paths diverged. They haven't spoken in 2 years, yet he can't let her go.
I haven't seen him in 2 years.
Just kind of infatuated with her and...
Yeah.
You haven't seen him in 2 years?
But he keeps popping up. Like, I stopped talking to him in 2 years.
He's showing up at her place without an invite, even though he's got no business being there anymore. One night, things take a dark turn. He's out there on her back patio, like an unwelcome ghost from a past she's desperately trying to leave behind.
Have you told him not to come around?
Yeah, plenty of times.
He was in this back patio?
Yes, he was in the back patio.
And he was trying to get through the...
Yeah, he looked through the window, this window.
The guy's attempting to force his way inside, peeking through the windows.
Looked all the windows and I saw him there. I told to run because he kept on trying to have a conversation and trying to like pull my...
Inside, the woman's scared out of her wits. She tells her daughter to lock herself in a room as the guy keeps banging on their window.
Was he doing anything else to the door besides trying to pull it open?
Well, he was banging on the window.
He was banging on the window?
Yeah. To the point where I thought he was going to break the glass, so I sent my daughter into the room and told her to lock the door.
The woman's fear is completely justified. He's an ex-Marine, armed with a kind of training that could do serious harm.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an ex-Marine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think would have happened if you would have gotten in it?
But in his own twisted mind, he's not a danger. He sees himself as a friend trying to reconnect.
He's become so obsessive and wants to talk to the point where I've done everything.
His complete inability to grasp the terror he's causing serves as a stark reminder of how obsession can totally mess with your perception. The woman, who used to be his closest friend, now lives in constant alert mode. She's changed her phone number 3 times, desperately trying to cut the ties he won't admit are already severed.
How many times have you changed your phone number?
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
And it's all been because of him?
Yeah.
But he just won't give up, always finding new ways to break through the carefully constructed barriers she's put up. Aside from messaging and calling her non-stop, the woman reveals that he's also been sending her packages.
So it's quiet. I just get messages and packages to my house.
Dropping off a bottle of whiskey and fireworks on the 4th of July, as he remembers it's her favorite.
But before then, last time it was 4th of July, he dropped me off a bottle of whiskey and some fireworks because he knows it's my favorite.
But what he sees as a gesture of friendship she sees as another violation of her privacy.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to this?
I just want him to stop.
As he sits in the police cruiser after getting arrested, a mix of confusion and regret washes over him.
You know, she said, I don't want to be friends anymore. You've pushed it too far, which I didn't think I'd asked that many times, but okay.
He claims he's exhausted all possible forms of communication to reach her, but ended up being blocked everywhere.
She, I think she blocked my number, so I tried emailing her. And she blocked me on that, and then she blocked me on all social media, so, I mean, I've had no way to contact her.
Despite her clear rejections, he clings to a past statement she made. If he ever really wanted to talk, he should just come over.
Here's the funny and confusing thing, that she's told me before that if I ever really just wanted to talk to her, then to just come talk to her. She's told me that in the past.
But times have changed, and so have her feelings.
I don't want him over here. I want him gone.
The real issue here is his refusal to accept this change.
I mean, like I said, man, I really wasn't trying to cause any trouble. I really just wanted my best friend to talk to me. And now I'm sitting here with you, with cuffs on.
So he starts talking about his feelings, what he meant, and how he got things all mixed up.
In the back of a cruiser, my truck's been towed, like, dude, I was just trying to see if I could talk to her, and if not, I was going to go about my day, go about my life.
Then, in the middle of this heavy situation, he throws in a lighthearted joke about his marital status.
Now, status-wise, are you single, married, divorced?
Single.
Single? Okay.
I was trying to get married.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess it's good I can crack jokes.
He even cracks a little joke about his religion.
Listen, you just gotta roll with the punches, man. What religion?
I don't know, Jedi?
Jedi?
But beneath all the casual talk, there's a deeper truth. He just can't move on, and that's what's landed him in this situation. He starts venting his frustration about the mess he's in.
I feel like I'm just wasting y'all's time, too. You could be out doing something way more important than this BS drama.
And you can hear the heartbreak in his voice as he talks about it.
I'm so done with her. I tried just wanted to love her. That's all I wanted.
Then, he starts daydreaming about the woman maybe taking back the restraining order. Although deep down, it seems more like wishful thinking.
Let's say she rescinds the order. How would I have proof of that?
I don't know how any of those orders work.
Okay.
I have no...
I was just wondering.
He's honest enough to admit that he might never forgive her for what she's done.
Because, not that I'm expecting her to, but just in case she... I don't know. Even if she does, after all this, man, I don't think I got it in me to forgive her.
He also begins to realize he needs to move on, to step away from a situation that spiraled way out of his control.
At this point, it's just best to just...
You want some real advice?
Move on with my life? Yeah.
Away from it, man.
Yeah, man.
Where you are right now.
Yeah.
You can really sense the guy's internal struggle going on.
Yeah. Yeah, look where it got me.
Don't. Just let it go. I know it hurts, but let it go.
Dude, I know.
You don't want to be back here.
No.
It's finally hitting him that it would have been so much better if he had just stayed home.
Why didn't I just go home? Why did I have to try and talk to her? Why? Why?
He admits he was just hoping for some closure and an explanation for why she cut ties.
Hell, I would have just, if she just would have talked to me and at least explained to me why she's done with me, then I could have at least...
He acted on his own assumptions, but it's obvious he's got the whole situation wrong.
I thought, you know, maybe she wants to see me make that extra effort and show my face and actually be there.
He's pretty hard on himself for letting his emotions guide him.
I am such a never think with your heart. Never think with your heart. Never ever think with your heart. Never think with your heart, Tom!
It's only now dawning on him the consequences of his actions, the hurt he's caused, and the bridges he's burned.
I'm supposed to go without her for the rest of my life.
Still, he can't help but pour out his enduring love for her.
I loved her so much. Why won't you fucking talk to me? Just want to be my friend.
He starts imagining what he could have been doing instead, playing Xbox, watching Star Trek, just living a normal life.
I could be at home playing Xbox right now, or watching Star Trek, or cleaning up my house.
But those options, well, they're no longer on the table for him. I guess it's true what they say. Too much love will kill you. Well, for this guy, that overdose of love landed him in jail. But can we even call it love when you're stealing from someone you claim to love? Pounding on their windows like a maniac and relentlessly stalking them? This dude definitely needs a crash course on love, because right now, he's facing some serious charges. Burglary of an occupied dwelling and stalking. That's a lot to reckon with. Finally, we've reached the end of our list. What a wild ride, right? These creepy folks definitely got what they deserved in the end. The one that really got me was that guy who got all obsessed and had that crazy, undying love for a friend. That whole situation just got way too out of hand. How about you? Which case gave you the creeps? Also, check out our other stuff showing up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.